Okay guys, so I'm going to make a short video talking about gym addiction. So what is gym addiction? And what is addiction to exercise? Let's put it this way. Anything can be used like a drug. You can use anything like a drug, right? So you can use like sex, you can use alcohol. So obviously, for example, let's just say, you're overeating food. Oftentimes people will like medicate with food. So they'll say, okay, well, I've got a stressful life event, so I want to distract myself with either pornography, sex, food, etc. It's the same kind of thing with exercise, but where obviously certain things like exercise are different is that like we have this kind of skewed perception that more is always better. So like someone's working out at the gym like multiple times a day, it may be to their detriment. More is not always better, definitely not. From experience, I can tell you this. You literally, what people don't understand is very often they think the more I do, the better results I get. Well, actually, there is the right dose. So what happens is, particularly like weight training, exercise in general, it's a stress on the body. It's a good stress in the sense that, it's kind of like a dose of poison. Your body has to build back stronger from it. So if I like scrape my skin or scrape my hand, the hand develops a callus. To like roughen the skin to prepare it for the next insult, the next time it gets scraped. So it's the same thing. Our body gets that signal to build some muscle to protect us from or to better prepare us for the task we have next time when we go back into the gym. But if you're going, there's an optimal dose, and if you go beyond the optimal dose, you then head into what they call a tolerable dose, the dose your body can put up with and tolerate. But then if you go beyond that tolerable dose, then you can sort of go further. You basically take away from your body's ability to recover from the session. And there's two things. There's the recovery, so that will just take you back to where you were before you trained. And then there's the actual adaptation. Adaptation is where we actually have all the magic happen. That's where we rebuild some muscle. So when people are just addicted to exercise, they're literally overdoing it all the time to the point where they're actually getting worse results. It's not just I like spending more time at the gym, therefore what's the problem? I can get the same results, but I just spend more time there. You have to understand, not like that. You're literally going to get worse results. So that is a problem in terms of results anyway. But then again, exercise addiction. So when we talk about exercise addiction, we're talking about where people have this kind of really bad relationship with exercise. Like they're mentally dependent on their workouts to the point where it has a negative impact on other areas of their life. And really everyone who is a fitness fanatic to some degree has experienced some semblance of this, including myself. So like I know what it's like, when you overtrain to the point where your body is kind of like broken down or kind of like unable to recover, your ability to cope with stress in other areas of your life is very, very compromised. Because when you think about it, if working out is a stress on the body and then you have stress from other sections of life, it just contributes to your overall stress bucket. And there's only so much, you've got a finite capacity. So in other words, your workouts should improve the quality of your life. You should leave the gym feeling energized. And you have to recognize, because there's a stress on the body, it's best to give yourself one day in between each workout, a structured workout at the gym, to allow your body to recover from said workout. And also you need to follow a good program, not a program which leaves you feeling beat up, right? So that's very, very, if you're feeling beat up, you need to look at what that program is. Is it beneficial? Is the junk volume in there that's not really, it's better to train full body 2 to 3 days a week. It's more effective for recovery in terms of, the central nervous system having enough time to recover. And it gets rid of a lot of the junk volume, because you simply can't incorporate a lot of junk volume into a full body workout. You're going to have to focus on those big compound lifts, which are going to really give you, the squat, bench press, the deadlift, the best sort of return anyway. So like I'm saying, you need to think about that. And the next thing is as well, really, there's a lot of focus in the fitness industry on the work. You just see people working out and they're saying, do this exercise, do the exercise, eat this, not that. The real, get my words out, sorry. The real magic all happens in the recovery process. So this is mostly, believe it or not, while you're sleeping. So if your sleep is jacked up, guess what? You're going to have no muscle. You can have the perfect workout, the perfect diet, ridiculously bad sleep. The only answer to your equation there is no muscle. So yeah, you have to really assess the quality. Is this workout contributing to the quality of my life, or is it taking away from it? So you should be less stressed. You should be more energetic. You should be able to cope with stress better. You should have better energy levels. If your workout is, and it's a forever moving target, so obviously like your life is going to change. So you're going to have some points in your life where you're more stressed. There's other points in your life where you're less stressed. So therefore you're going to have points, and even logistically, where you can work out more, where you can work out less, right? Depending on what your situation is, right? So you might have like less going on at some points, and then you might have more. So you have to basically let your workouts kind of work for you. So you're not there for just the performance of the workout. You're there for like how your workout can balance into your life. So a lot of these guys who glorify like no days off, all that kind of stuff, they're either like on something, okay, that you're not on. You know what I'm talking about? Anabolic steroids. So that's they're like in a different galaxy to the average person in terms of like their ability to recover from the workouts there. The average person simply doesn't have like infinite recoverability. And even if you are on anabolics, you can still overtrain, have exactly the same issues as and experience the same issues as anyone else. So you're not like overtrain proof. All right, guys, so that's just a bit of food for thought there. So are you addicted to exercise? If you are, what are you doing about that? How are you trying to scale that back so your workouts work better for you? Are you following the right program? Things you can do, practical level. Perhaps switch from training first thing in the morning, because that tends to be a big stress on the body, being physical that early, to later in the day. Perhaps reduce the frequency of your workouts by doing a full body workout rather than like a split workout routine. Perhaps bump your calories, in particular protein, because remember, a calorie deficit is a stress on the body, so even having a temporary break from that can be beneficial. Look at your sleep, so supplements like magnesium work very well, caramel tea, blue blocking glasses like this, very, very beneficial for reducing light from phones, etc. And helping your sleep routine. Okay guys, have a great new year. Thank you very much for watching this video, and some more great content will be heading your way very soon. See you soon.